you know, I had been asking myself for weeks, should I buy this Payback pay-per-view, given how shitty the build-up has been? I eventually decided, yes, I'll buy it. Yes, the build-up has been crap, but I'm sure the wrestlers will deliver. And I gotta say, that's exactly what happened. I thoroughly enjoyed the show. I thought it was very good. Probably a close second behind WrestleMania for best pay-per-view of the year. The one problem I have with this card is much of the undercard was just there. I mean, and it's nothing to do with the wrestlers. It's not their fault. It's just because WWE didn't give us a reason to care. Because, again, it all comes back to the build-up. There was absolutely no build-up for this undercard. And as a result, it wasn't good. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good either. But if there's one thing about the undercard I liked, it was the freaking opening match. Sheamus versus Antonio Cesaro Vince, not Cesaro. Stop fucking halving people's names for some stupid reason. But we got this match and it was very good. It was a great way to open the show. It wasn't like a classic by any means. It wasn't a great match, but it was very solid. It's what you expect out of these two. Like I said, I hate Sheamus' character. He's, like the Irish version of John Cena, pretty much. But he's a good in-ring worker, that's for sure, and he showed it here. And Cesaro was great, like always, and yeah, overall this was a good match. Sheamus retains, which is no real surprise. And yeah, I didn't really care, mainly because I don't give a shit about this title. I mean, it's pretty much bottom of the barrel, quite honestly. And I'm not trying to diss the United States and the championship that represents it, but this championship means nothing, and it pretty much never has in WWE, that is. But yeah, again, the wrestlers were given a pretty crappy build-up, but produced in the ring. So yeah, good way to open the show. And then we got fucking the Rhodes brothers versus Rybaxel, and this match was alright. I mean, it wasn't, it wasn't really good, but it wasn't horrible like I expected it to be, considering Rybaxel and how much they suck. Yeah, this match was alright. Rybaxel won, and that was the right way to go, considering, again, the push. But they're giving a push to the wrong fucking team. This team sucks. I mean, my god, I've already spoken about how much I hate Curtis Axel. I've never really spoken about Ryback, but he sucks as well. And this team in general sucks. I mean, what's appealing about them? Nothing. But it looks like they're getting the push. I don't care. I'm more interested in the Rhodes brothers and what's happening here, because Cody got on the mic after the match and basically told Goldust that he needs a better tag team partner. If they're trying to create a feud between the two, that's not the way I would have done it. I probably would have had Cody deliver Crossroads to Goldust, but whatever. One thing I hate about it, I hate how Cody said that he needs a better tag team partner. He's pretty much saying that Cody's shit, or he himself is shit. That's not a very good way to get heat, if that's what they're trying to do. If they're trying to establish this feud and establish Cody as the heel, which is what they'll do. But I am interested to see where they'll go with this. I do hope it leads to a match, because I think they could get some really good stuff out of it. But we'll see what happens when it happens. Yeah, overall the match, not bad, not great ever. Then we got Biggie Langston Vince versus Alexander Rusev. I swear, like, this match should have been labelled the match between the two guys who for some reason have their names half. Yeah. Why the fuck is Vince doing that? Like, honestly. But I'm getting off topic. But we have this match, and it was your typical Rusev match that we've seen, but a little bit better, I will say. This match still wasn't very good, but it was alright. I mean, it had its moments. Lana looked hot, as always. The spear that Big E did outside the ring, that was cool. But I haven't really talked about Alexander Rusev yet. In ring, I think he's good, even though he hasn't really had a chance to showcase it. I've seen a couple of glimpses of him, and I really like his in-ring ability. He kind of reminds me of Samoa Joe with his kind of wrestling style and physique. He's obviously nowhere near as good, but he does kind of remind me of him. But the problem with him is, who the fuck cares about this gimmick? Because we've seen it so many times. The anti-American. I mean, fuck, who cares? And the way he's shown, it's so cartoonish, and it's just weird. But I don't like his character. I like his in-ring ability, so I'm kind of mixed on Rusev. Yeah, this was a good way to continue his momentum. And then we got Bad News Barrett versus RVD. This was a good match. Nothing special, but it was good while it lasted. It didn't really get a lot of time. If it got like an extra 5 minutes, they probably could have turned it into a really good match. But while it lasted, it was fine. I was really hoping that because they're in Chicago, because of CM Punk and all that bullcrap, I was really hoping that Bad News Barrett would come out to CM Punk's theme, and he'd be facing away from the crowd, and then he'd turn around and he'd be like, "If you're expecting CM Punk, I'm afraid I've got some bad news." But he didn't. I think it would have been fucking hilarious if he did, and that's coming from a CM Punk fan. The match was good. Nothing wrong with it. And then we got... What did we get? Oh, we got fucking Bo Dallas versus Kofi Kingston, which was, a match that was added on while the show was taking place. Like we're meant to care. And, I already spoke about Bo Dallas, why I think his gimmick is fucking horrible. But they did some things here that made me question, okay, maybe it's not that bad, because he came out, he got on the mic, and he ran down the Chicago Blackhawks, which I'm guessing makes him a heel. Because, when he first debuted, I was like, am I meant to cheer or boo this guy? It doesn't really matter if he's heel or face anyway, I'll cheer whoever the fuck I want. But, I just wasn't sure. But, with this, it made him look like he was a heel, which I like. I think this gimmick that he has could work really well as a heel. If he's a face, and it's fucking boring. But, so I kind of actually liked what they did here. I never thought I'd say that about Bo Dallas, but we didn't get to see any more of his in-ring ability because there was no fucking match, because for some reason Kane came out. Oh wait, there was a reason. To promote fucking Twitter and WWE. Why the fuck does Twitter need to be involved? I get they're trying to stay with the times, but they keep on telling the fans what to try and trend when they should be more focused on watching the fucking matches. I mean, it's stupid. But, apparently, like, Kofi Kingston ran down the authority saying, what they were doing to Danny Bryan's unfair, so Kane came out and beat the shit out of Kofi. Like we're meant to care. Like, fuck. But so as a result, we didn't get any match, but I didn't really care anyway. And then we got this, speaking of the authority, Stephanie came out, looking smoking hot, by the way. I mean, she should wear that dress like every time she comes out to the ring. Damn. But yeah, she came out, and Danny Bryan and Brie Bella came out, and I thought this segment was gonna suck. It actually wasn't too bad. Wasn't great by any means, but it could have been way worse, especially considering Brie Bella's acting abilities. It was alright. I mean, we didn't really get any result out of it because instead of Brie Bella being fired, she just quit. But she slapped Stephanie and called her a bitch, so that was kind of cool. But I just wish we got some kind of result out of it, but we didn't really. All that came out of it was Brie Bella quit and Stephanie ran off like a little coward. So, alright, we'll see what happens. But this segment wasn't all that bad. And then we get to the best part of the night. John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, last man standing, was pretty freaking sweet. It more than sure made up for their abysmal steel cage match. And I feel this one was better than their WrestleMania match. Not by much, but I think it was better. A lot of good moments in this match. I mean, the Usos and Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, they came out, and it was pretty much a 6-man tag for most of it, but it was entertaining as hell. Lots of good moments. Lots of fucking table moments. I mean, I lost count of how many tables they went through. I think it was like 4, including an awesome like suplex from Luke Harper to the outside of the ring. That was awesome. He went through like 2 tables, and yeah, they went through like the barricade. John Cena did an awesome moment when he threw the steel steps from the inside ring to the outside and hit Bray Wyatt. That was cool. So just a lot of very good moments in this match. And then the ending came. They were fighting around the stage area, and John Cena lifted Bray Wyatt onto this like kind of container thing about 1 meter high and delivered the AA onto another container that was laying flat. So he went through that. That was pretty cool. And then John Cena got another fucking container. So many fucking containers. But and he threw that down on top of the other one, pretty much burying Bray Wyatt, which was kind of ironic. I mean, I'll get to why I didn't like John Cena winning this match in the first place, but he buries him underneath the container. He wins. Very good match, and I liked the ending. I thought it was innovative. Way better than duct tape, that's for sure. But the main problem is who won. Now, I'm not going to downgrade this match because of who won, because I knew it was fucking coming anyway. But the problem is why this was even considered in the first place. Why the fuck is John Cena winning this match, quite honestly? I mean, firstly, we've seen this storyline so many fucking times, especially after Mania. I swear he's done this for like the last 6 years, where he's either won at WrestleMania or he's ended up coming on top of the feud he had coming into WrestleMania. It's just fucking ridiculous, and I'm sick of seeing it. And WWE wonders why we don't like John Cena, why we can't get invested into his character. It's because they're trying to portray him as the underdog, yet he fucking wins all the time. It's freaking bullshit. Or when he does lose, it's in stupid circumstances like the steel cage match. It's just fucking ridiculous, and I'm sick of seeing this shit. But, I referenced, John Cena burying Bray Wyatt under that container, and it was ironic because that's pretty much what he done here. I'm really worried about Bray Wyatt and where he's going to go from here, because he hasn't gotten any momentum from the storyline, that's for sure. He's just been made to look like a bitch. Why? Because WWE's trying to portray John Cena as the best of all time. If you want to do that, if you want to have him as your poster boy of the company, do that. But could you please not do it where it looks so stupid and just political? Because that's what it is. It just looks... Oh. You can just tell that this has all been political play by either John Cena or Vince McMahon to make sure John Cena remains on top. It's just a load of bullshit, and us fans, we're just sick of seeing this shit. But, I'm getting a bit off topic, but this match, really good match of the night. One of the better last man standing matches, to be honest. Great work by both men, or by all 6 men, I guess I should say. Then we move on to the Divas title match. Paige versus Alicia Fox. Paige actually got a good reaction for once, which is not really surprising. I mean, knowing what the Chicago fans are like, they're obviously going to react to it because, they would have seen her in NXT. This match was meh. It wasn't bad. I mean, I could list 1,000 Divas matches I've seen that are way worse than this, but it was just typical run of the mill. Nothing special. Yeah, that's all I really got to say about it. I don't have much to say about it. It was alright. Then we get on to the main event. Shield versus Evolution in a elimination, no holds barred elimination match. This was a good match. It was a good way to end the show. I don't think it was as good as their Extreme Rules match. But that match was so good. I never thought they would top it. But they actually surprised me, and I thought they actually were. And they could have if there was no elimination stipulation. I think that actually really hurt the match. Maybe that's because I've never liked elimination matches. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but there were some good moments in this match. I mean, they started off fighting in the crowd, then they actually came into the ring. They were actually tagging in and out, which made me wonder why. I mean, it's fucking no holds barred for a reason. And there was actually a moment where Roman Reigns, he was like, the referee went over to Roman Reigns, and Triple H started beating on who was ever in the ring behind his back. And I was just thinking, it's no holds barred. What the fuck is the referee gonna do if he catches you? Fuck. But they eventually got past, they actually started using the no holds barred gimmick for use later on in the match. And they went out into the crowd, and freaking Triple H hit Seth Rollins over the head with a fucking a massive monitor or something like that. Evolution triple powerbombed Reigns for the announce table, and then freaking Seth Rollins did a dive off the stage. That was pretty cool. And then the ending of the match came in. I don't know. It was what you would typically see out of an elimination match, which I don't like. And, they wrestled for fucking nearly half an hour, and then suddenly they eliminate, the Shield, they'll eliminate Evolution in 3 minutes. That's what I hate about elimination matches. So I didn't like that, but I can't help but, just praise the rest of the match, because it was really good. And a great way to end the show. So, yeah, I'm not trying to diss the match or anything. I'm not trying to say it was bad. It was really good. I just wish they didn't have the elimination stipulation in there. But, good match. Good way to end a really, really good show. One thing I forgot to mention with the Shield Evolution match. Fucking Batista came out he was wearing like these blue trunks, blue fucking shoes. He had like this blue tape like covering almost his entire arm. Came out into the ring looking like a fucking Smurf. And I know I spoke earlier about how I think fans should be watching the wrestling instead of going on Twitter. But there was a trend going worldwide, and it was blue tea. So I thought, damn, that's actually pretty good. It was kind of funny, and Batista, he keeps, I kind of felt sorry for him for the fans mocking him like every single week, but he kind of digs himself into a hole in a way, but that's not really relevant. But yeah, this was a good, like I say, good match and really good show. Second behind WrestleMania. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm glad I ended up ordering it. So yeah, there's my Extreme Rules. I hope you enjoyed it. Later, everybody.